Hi Libra, welcome to Honeybee U Tarot. My name is Melissa. This is a love reading, and it is for anyone who has Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node, North Node in Libra. Okay, so let's get started. I'm titling this Libra love reading for February, but it's, if you come across it and the title seems to grab you, or the message is resonating, then, trust your intuition. I really don't. This really isn't intended to have like a time frame. Oh, I thought that was a pack. Sorry. Let me do that again. Okay. Did you see that? That was quick. All right, Libra. Akashic Records, Evaluation and Review. This is the overarching message. Let's see what comes out. Also, Warrior of Light, the bottom of the deck. Let's see what comes out in the tarot reading. All right. This should be interesting. Okay, I have extensively shuffled, cleared, and cleansed the decks, but I will shuffle a little bit here on camera. I apologize, Libra. I know you like all things very pretty and fancy and lovely to look at, and I I'm doing this basically on the fly. I was supposed to have a counseling session planned, and my client needed to reschedule, so I have a little bit of time, and so bear with me. Okay, let's look at the past. What is the energy Libra dealt with in the past? There we go. All right, King of Pentacles with the Knight. King of Pentacles with the Knight of Cups. Okay, so perhaps an offer of love coming in towards you from... Ooh, let's see. From someone with an earth placement, or maybe you wanting to offer some kind of make some kind of offer of love. It doesn't have to be, when you see the Knight of Cups, when I see the Knight of Cups anyway, it's an expression of love, but it can also be, something where you or the other person is asking for forgiveness or friendship, but it's a very formal expression, right? It's not necessarily fully developed. It's just coming in with an initial offering, okay? Underneath Knight of Cups is the Strength card. And underneath that, Knight of Wands. Interesting that the Knights are moving in two different directions. This Knight is looking at the Page of Wands, which was sort of like new opportunities, horizons. Maybe to follow your bliss, or it's very distant land sort of thing here, right? With the sand and the pyramids, right? Going off, fire, sand, desert, all of that. But traveling, movement, while, I don't know, there's sort of like the Strength card maybe saying, now this is all in the past, okay? Maybe saying you or someone else has been working on really making peace with, integrating their more base side, looking at their ego, trying to come to some sort of peace, understanding, relationship with maybe the parts that want to act a little bit more, impulsively. Something like that. Okay. So that is in the past. The King of Pentacles here, looks pretty happy, pretty stable, pretty secure. Maybe this is you. Maybe this is someone else. Really kind of interesting. I'm going to take a clarifier, I think. What? So Libra, Akashic Records, and Silver Warrior of Light. It's kind of like, I feel, okay, I'm getting little chills now. I feel like whatever it is that you are going through in relationship to love and in relationship to relationships, it's almost like this is supposed to be or was destined as part of your soul and spiritual growth. And Warrior of Light, like well, look at that. Strength. Again. Okay, so repeating cards. This is, whatever it is that you're going through is supposed to help you level up in some way or balance out the past, whether it's the past that you were cognizant of in this 100 years, in this lifetime, or the past that you're not necessarily cognizant of if you believe in these things, like your past life, right? So 6 of Wands. Yeah, somebody feeling pretty successful, pretty good, pretty strong, making their coin, making their bank. Why can't I do this? Again, struggling with this new camera. I can't do this. You know what I mean? Like just feeling pretty good and knowing that there has been hard work. I mean, again, I'm going to say, like, seeing the Strength card twice, it's kind of coming up for me that it's required some hard work. Wrestling with the beast within, right? Okay, so that's in the past. Now, let's take a look at the present for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Oh, no. My dog's going to bark in just 1 second. Okay, let me just... Oh, no barky. Good boy. All right, Libra. Okay. Little doggy and their parent just walked by the window. We usually have a bark fest with that. Okay, back to the present. What's going on with Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node in the present? Okay, it's a time of rest, reflection, peace, stillness, maybe even some healing, going within. There's a stained glass window that's above him, and I was just kind of looking at the image. There's someone kneeling before, I don't know, a more saintly person, because it looks like there's a kind of one of those little halos around. Making peace. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. I don't know. You may have been really doing some hard work, some healing in the psychological, mental health realm, doing some deep dives within yourself. 5 of Cups, maybe some grief, letting go, grief work, moving into the 9 of Cups from the 5 of Cups. Maybe moving into letting go. Could be letting go of anything, but moving into a place maybe of more self-acceptance. Coming to terms with choices made, roads not traveled, kind of all of that. So presently, it could be also, so what do I want? What comes next? Is it okay to want what I want? I want to take some time to really think about and get some clarity on what I want, because I have a lot of options here. What do I want to go in my cup? Am I being delusional? Am I living in a fantasy? Easy come, easy go. Who sings that song? Am I just a fantasy? Who is that? I don't know. That's popping in my head. There's like this, and it's like easy come, easy go. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. Take what resonates, leave the rest. You know this storyline better than I do, and some of it's going to fit, some of it isn't. I included a much bigger, broader band of Libras than I normally do. Okay, let's look at what is coming in the future. I think you really want to make the right choice. I think you really want to if this is you trying to build a sense of stability, success, security, and have been working on that, I think you might want to make sure that you continue to move. You obviously have had some level of success to move in a direction that is continues to build on that, right? Because with the Akashic records, it's really about like the actions have consequences. What are the things that I've done, past, present, future, across all time and space, that create, outcomes? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you're starting to understand or explore some of that as well. Ace of Cups showing there right now. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so this and this to me are very similar energies floating around Pisces. Okay, so this is at the bottom of the deck, the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man knows that it's important to gain enlightenment, to put the self into a timeout to gain a higher perspective, a new understanding. Underneath that, Ace of Wands. Maybe a higher perspective, new understanding towards something new, or being maybe something new came into your life, or you're feeling inspired by, but you're just not quite sure. So you're like, well, which thing do I choose? Which way do I go? I don't know yet, so I want to put myself in timeout. So we had the Four of Swords, and now we've got the Hanged Man. I'm trying to think what else just popped up. Okay, let's look at this. Okay, Ten of Wands. Look, this can be read either way. This can be read coming in the future. A willingness to stay on a certain path and to do the hard work and to reach the castle that he's been, trying to get to. It can also read like burdens, like back breaking. Like, this is so much. This is a lot on my own, handling the, handling like all the stuff. I got to handle all the stuff on my own. I've got to do all of this by myself. No one else can do this for me. I can't put these down. I have to keep going. Also, could be that it's a 10. So, you're potentially really coming to the end of something that you've been working on. Maybe a soul level growing, leveling up, or just a leveling up in basic emotional maturity. Something that you've been learning about, working on for the last 10 years. Okay, do we want a clarifier? Let's get one. What's the Ten of Wands about for our Libras? Finishing up, coming to an ending, a end of a long road. What is this about? Ten of Wands, Libra. Saw that little heartbreak card. Okay, yeah, Knight of Pentacles. You've been building and working on something. It's been slow going, slow moving, but you're doing it. You have been doing it. Seven of Wands. Okay. Needing to stay strong in your convictions, right? You've been through a lot. This guy is all tatted up, right? He's people recognize, like, man, he's been through a lot. Look at all the tattoos, right? Showing where he's been, what's important to him, things that he's learned. He wants to mark his life and his journey. And this guy doesn't, even though people come and pay money to see him at the circus or wherever he is, he doesn't have to prove anything, right? I mean, he doesn't. There's just a lot. Is this another 7? Yeah. What are these images on here? We've got flowers. We've got a skull. We've got a monkey face. Looks kind of scary and scared. Battle. A sailor anchor thing, a lady, the big word love going across his chest. And then there's this little tiny figure. I can't tell what it is. It looks almost like a knight, or I don't know what it is. I should read out of the book, but I'm not going to. I just think you've developed a certain sense of strength, confidence, conviction, that has moved from that has been hard won. Okay? Okay. I might read both of these Archangel Metatron cards. It's really interesting. All right. Okay, let's move into looking at lessons learned. So what has this been about, dearest Libra? Dearest Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. What has Libra learned? What has Libra learned? What is that? 10 of Wands again. King of Pentacles again. What has Libra learned? 10 of Wands again. Oh, really? We're going to have to do 4? Okay. And there's the King of Cups. Okay. King of Cups. Underneath that, 3 of Pentacles. Underneath that, here you are, King of Swords. Okay. If you're new, I read the bottom of the deck as sort of under a current of energy that's flowing through past, present, and future. Okay. So bottom of the deck, to me, it definitely says, like, I mean, my God, you've got 3 kings here now. King of Pentacles, King of Swords, King of Cups. And in between these 2 kings is 3 of Pentacles, working together, working in collaboration with, understanding that everyone plays a part in all parts of, putting something, building something of importance. I don't even know, what was my sentence? That anytime we're building something of importance, every person that's involved is an important piece. For me, I also see this card very much like sort of I'm working on something mind, body, spirit. So that is potential. King of Swords. Becoming more wise, using wise mind, wisdom based in experience, understanding that there are 2 sides of the sword. My truth is not the only truth. Learning about fairness, justice, coming up with practical plans, not being too rigid. The kings have leveled, they're the highest level of that particular element. Element of the swords is air. Okay, so we've got collaborating. Okay, so now here's the bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. This person is emotionally available and stable. Emotionally available and stable. They've been through so much that has required them to learn how to deal with the waves, the ups and downs of life, to be a support for others when they're going through rough waters. They stay very grounded. Lessons learned. Here we go. Knight of Pentacles again. Lots of repeating cards in this love reading series. It's pretty interesting. Okay. Lessons learned. Then 6 of Pentacles. Then 3 of Cups. And then 8 of Pentacles. Man, you've been building something here. Wowzers. Um, so lessons learned. You know, I think you've been learning a lot about give and take, about the process of building something that feels good, of keeping the people around you that feel good, that celebrate with you, that, you know, kind of your tribe. Like, it's okay. And sometimes we give and sometimes we receive, and there's, you know, that's important. Again, the collaboration card there. Yeah. We're not overly giving, so a relationship is lopsided. We're not overly taking, so a relationship is lopsided. There's a balance to it all, and a I don't know, whatever you've been working on, it really just looks like you've learned maybe to find joy or celebration in what joy and celebration in maybe even nurturing yourself, or allowing yourself to be around people that accept, appreciate, love you for who you are. And you've been working, you know, I think you know that it has a lesson learned is you have to do the work. You have to recognize when you're out of balance. You have to recognize when, who's underneath the King of Swords here? New opera, Ace of Wands. Again, Seven of Swords underneath that. You have to do the work. You have to stay the course. Don't just, you know, I'm going to leave it at that, okay? Wisdom. I think you just learned about being in relationship. Giving, taking, doing the work. What it means to be in relationship. They should feel good. They should feel there should be a certain level of ease. You know, I mean, if it's drama all the time, that's not a healthy relationship. And you know, when people say you have to work at it, no, you don't have to work at that. Rescuing other people, saving other people, controlling other people, you know, all of that. It's the work is working on yourself, growing together with whoever, you know, friends, family, lovers, partners, all of that. Looky there. Okay, let me focus. Wisdom gained for Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. And my love readings are absolutely designed to look mostly at, learning to love yourself and accept yourself. Honey, be you, right? That way we are offering the highest possible based on what we've done, the work that we've done on ourselves. We're offering the best cup of love to the world and to our people around us that we can. So I'm not looking at like who's coming in or any of that, but it sure is fun to see, right? 10 of Cups, bottom of the deck, in the present. Wow. And look at that, Ace of Pentacles, brand new opportunity for manifesting all the stuff that just makes you feel so good, loved after a long period. We've got this struggle over here. We've got this 10 of 2 10s, I'm saying. It's, celebrating after difficulty. The children don't know. The children are just happy, right? Yay, we're having a great time. But the adults, they know how difficult it was to get to this place. They know all the work that it took, all that they have been through, having to remain hopeful, determined, strong, resilient. Bottom of the deck, 9 of Wands, okay? Wisdom gained. At some point, I have to look at the situation that is before me, and I have to decide when it comes to love and relationships, is it worth any more of the struggle? And sometimes it is. Or do I say enough is enough? I mean, I don't know. This guy's giving this wisdom gained. Okay. You may also be looking back and reflecting on, the times when you have been in relationships or codependent situations where, things weren't balanced and you were doing all of the hard work. Because he's like, his expression, I mean, I don't know about this deck for me. I love it. It's pretty. But their expressions on their faces are really, they're different for me. And, he's really given the side eye back to this lessons learned here. And again, above that is 7 of Cups. You just may be the wisdom earned here or gained may just be like, there comes a time when it's time to assess, to look back, to not do that thing that I've done before that doesn't work. And I don't know, but the future, you've got the 10 of Wands, maybe you know. Something about this whole reading is like, I've got to do the work. I might not be too happy about it. But that's the point, you know, of being perseverative and determined and strong and resilient. How to move forward. How to move forward. Libra, the Fool card. Underneath that, Page of Wands. Underneath that, Two of Wands. You're really working on manifesting and leaning into, I think, what feels good for you. My God. Oh. Okay. The Emperor with our good friend, King of Pentacles. I just think, I think this is you staying in your power. This is how to move forward. This is you taking control, staying in your power. You are responsible. You are creating the rules for how you will get to be this. Again, they're very similar to me. I mean, I don't know. Emperor and King of Pentacles. How you will create your legacy. You have to take responsibility and the power and lean into, you know, what is it that you feel inspired to do? You can lean into and trust it. To do, to go. Did we have the Page of Wands earlier? Why am I feeling that? Yeah, there's something under here. Trust. He's packing up, packing his little bag, right? Interesting. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, I'm sorry. All right, now. Lots of earth energy in your reading. And wands. Like, you know, last leg of the wands. Boy, man, you've been on a journey. You're learning something. Leveling up. Highest possible expression for Libra. How can Libra be an expression of love in the world right now? How can Libra be an expression of love in the world right now? All right, nope. Okay. Spirit's got your back, okay? Let's see here. Whoa. All right. Queen of Pentacles, another earth energy. Here's the King. Here's the King of Pentacles. Here's the Queen. Now this is a highest expression of you with the Hermit, Virgo. Shine your light. This is a legacy that you're working on I think you have the opportunity to focus on, appreciate, express gratitude, understand that focusing on the home, the family, your abundance, gratitude, can then help to guide maybe your children or generations after. Maybe you're doing some generational healing. I don't know. But the hermit goes on a journey. They leave and they go up to this higher vantage point, but the journey really is within to gain some higher perspective, or to try to make sense of their journey. And then whatever they come back, whatever they've understood, they bring back to the world, the civilization, and they act as a little guide. The lighthouse here, shining her little star. Your behaviors, what you're doing, all of your healing, all of the work, what you're manifesting, taking responsibility, becoming empowered, continuing to fight, is in some way, it looks like, offering a light, a shining light for others, an example for others. Okay. 4 of Cups, bottom of the deck. So, you may have been through a lot and have, some grief or some melancholy or some depression. The little duck represents, spirit is here. You may not even notice that you're protected from the rain. Ace of Swords underneath that. Maybe even you've come to understand that all along you have been. A new understanding that Spirit has had your back. Doesn't always feel like it. I mean, we've all been through those times. 8 of Pentacles underneath that again. This even here can be the difference, there's just popped in my head. This almost reminds me of here's a father and here's a young man who has finally become one himself and is now not influenced necessarily by this person or trying to prove anything. He's come into his own. So take what resonates, leave the rest. Let's read Akashic Records. How much time? I've been here too long. Number 12. Evaluation and review. All you have done, been, seen, or experienced is recorded in the Hall of Akashic Records. These sacred texts are guarded and safely locked away. Only Metatron has keys to this complete library of your soul's imprint through all eternity. All the times you have wronged someone and all the times you have loved. All the words spoken in hatred and all the words of forgiveness. Deeds where you acted in your own interests and times you served the collective good. Yeah, that's 6 of Pentacles, okay? Lifetimes when you struggled and lifetimes when you enjoyed life's riches. You have sacrificed your life for another and you have taken a life. You have shone your light brightly and you have had times where you extinguished light. You have lived as a male, female, black and white, a short life and a long life, a life with disability and a life in complete health. You have been good, bad, and everything in between. No one is born without gifts or challenges to experience. You are now asked to look at any repetitive pattern, thought, or situation that keeps recurring in this life. 9 of Wands looking back here, right? Remember this guy? 9 of Wands looking back. The patterns maybe. You are asked now to look at any repetitive pattern, thought, or situation that keeps recurring in this life and ask whether it has roots in other lives. The one relationship you struggle with, the addiction you just can't kick, or the same mistakes being made over and over again. Metatron opens your book at the page you need to see right now. What is it that you need to work on, let go of, forgive, or heal? Remember that Knight of Cups that was coming in? Yeah. You're building your legacy. Alternatively, you may be shown a great attribute or quality that only you have, reminded of wisdom buried within you, wanting to be expressed and highlighted again in this incarnation. Maybe you are also shown the Akashic records here because someone or something irritates and angers or upsets you. You are reminded that what you judge may well have been what you have been or done in another lifetime. So try to be compassionate with others who may be younger souls or simply may be completing the wheel of life and all its experiences, lessons, and blessings in a different order than you, right? Remember that King of Swords energy where, they have learned that there's 2 sides. They see things from a higher perspective. Okay, so enough of that lecture. Oh, shoot. I have to plug you in. No, don't go away.